Hey everybody, what's up? How you guys doing? I brought out the mascara bin again, and you guys seem to really like my, drugstore mascara review video. I just kind of sat down, pulled out mascaras, and gave my, tips and why I liked and didn't like some of those mascaras. So I'm going to be here with part 2 of drugstore mascara reviews, and I'm just going to pull out some mascaras and, give my thoughts on them, why I liked them and why I didn't like them. And thank you guys so much for requesting a part 2 because I had so much fun making the last one, and I'm pretty sure I just love talking about mascara. So let's get right into it because we have a lot of ground to cover. First up, I have the Revlon Grow Luscious Mascara. I actually really like this mascara. It's one of the only Revlon mascaras I'm a huge fan of. Some of their other mascaras in the past tend to not really work for me. I really like this one because the brush is made of traditional bristles and it is quite large. It reminds me exactly of the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, which I absolutely just cannot get enough of. And I think that's why I like the Grow Luscious so much, because it's very similar to that. It has the same brush and everything, and it really gives me great length and volume. I'm not sure if it makes my lashes grow. I haven't used it that long or that many times, but the formula is a little bit on the drier side, but it's not too dry to the point where you get flakes or anything like that. It's just really great for everyday volume and length. But overall, I would totally recommend it to you guys. I really like this one from Revlon. It's one of the only ones I use from Revlon, which is crazy because I love Revlon as a whole, but as far as their mascaras go, like, this is the only one I really like. Next up, I have NYC Big Bold Mascara. Now, I bought this because I saw a blog post on it randomly and it made this girl's lashes look phenomenal. I tried it out. No, it was just terrible, like really messy, cakey looking, nasty spider lashes. The wand is made of plastic bristles. It's huge. It's like Wumbo sized, and if you use the word Wumbo, you are really cool. Anyway, this is like a really, the bristles on it are really thick and really close together. It's hard to see because the mascara is black against the black wand. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the bristles just aren't that great. They are just really spaced far apart from each other and they don't really grab onto your lashes. Next up is CoverGirl, and it's the Professional All-in-One Mascara. This is in the blue tube, which I believe is for lengthening. It doesn't say anymore, but I know they have a few mascaras in the Professional line. I really like this one for length and volume, and it gave me a little bit of curl too. I don't really remember it like giving clumps or anything either. I haven't used it in a while, but it's a really great, just kind of simple mascara. Like, I really like this one because it was super easy to use. The brush is like a nice mid-tone size. It's like a little bit on the smaller side, but it's still wide enough to the point where it's easy and you can get your mascara done quickly. I really like the brush on this. It's traditional bristles, and I really think the size is what makes this brush so appealing. I really like the formula. It's a little bit wet, but then it dries and it gets just perfect, and it's one of my favorite CoverGirl mascaras. Like, other than the Flamed Out and the Flamed Up, this one is super awesome. I haven't tried the one in the pink tube yet, but a lot of you guys have been telling me it's a great one, so I'm probably going to repurchase this soon because it's almost dried out, and get the pink one as well, because these are really great, just everyday mascaras that you can build up for really nice volume and length. So definitely check this one out if you are, just wanting something a little bit on the cheaper side, because this runs for about like $4 to $5 and you really can't beat that. Next up is another Maybelline mascara, and this is from the Volume Express line. It is the Colossal Cat Eyes. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever tried the original Colossal, but it's one of my favorites, if not, my holy grail mascara. I use it almost every day. I'm wearing it today mixed with my Almay Get Up and Grow, and this is their Cat Eyes version. The brush is a little bit different. I feel like it doesn't have as many bristles as the original Colossal, but it's still a really great wand. It has a curved brush to it. Here's what the wand looks like. It has a lot of traditional bristles on it and has like that slight curve. It's actually really long too, so you can really just do one swipe and you're kind of good to go. I really like this mascara. It's just kind of like a curved version of the original Colossal, which I have right here. I always have this on me because it's like one of my holy grails, like just an all-in-one mascara. It gives me length, curl, volume, you name it, thickness, separation. I can't get enough of the Colossal. You guys know me, this is amazing stuff, and this is just like that. I feel like the formula is a little bit more wet, but it dries out after a few weeks and it's really great. These two together are a great combination too. Like if you want to really fan out your lashes after you apply your mascara, run this through a couple times and you'll be like good to go, like false lash status. Like these two together are amazing team, I don't even know what I'm saying, but this is a really great mascara. Next up, I have the Revlon 3D Photo Ready Volume, and I don't like this one. I remember liking it when I first tried it, but then I got to use it more, and it dried up really quickly. The formula was kind of dry to begin with, and then it got really thick, like within a month or two, and it was just like, I felt like a waste of money. It was really weird, because I liked it the first few times, but then after that, I just felt like it went wrong. Like somewhere, we took a wrong turn. I don't know what's up with this formula. The brush is actually really nice. I do love this brush. It's a rubber bristle wand, which is crazy that I like it because I usually don't like these types of bristles, but they're not too hard. You have to be kind of careful because they can poke your eyes. I really like this wand because it has so many tiny rubber bristles on it that it just grabs all of your lashes just in like one swipe. You can really just put this mascara on like 2 coats and you'll be set because it just really thickens and really separates and lengthens very well. I don't feel like it gives me a lot of volume, which is funny because the name is like 3D volume. I don't get the whole 3D thing, but I mean, it really does give you nice separations. So there is the wand, just so you guys get a better idea of it. It has that little ball tip at the end, and just look how many bristles are on it. It's really packed here. Like you are covered from root to tip with just crazy bristles everywhere, which I love. I think it's really great for separating the lashes. This mascara is from Essence and it's called Get Big Lashes and it's for volume. I did not like this at all. I felt like the formula was really thick and it just caked up my lashes and weighed them down. It did not give me volume. It did the exact opposite of that. So if you like this mascara, I'm sorry, but it just did not work for me personally. Like, I don't know what was up with the formula, but the brush isn't really that great either. It's just kind of caked up, and you know, I like the shape of it. It's a nice kind of tapered shape with a thicker middle. It's a traditional bristle brush, but I just feel like it doesn't really separate my lashes. It just kind of cakes them up and it just doesn't work well for me. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just the thickness of the formula. This one, it just has, you can feel it when you're like, you know, trying to pull it out. It just feels really thick and cakey and just gooey, and you get too much product on the wand. I mean, I could see this working if you really wipe it off like a bunch of times before you apply it, but ain't nobody got time for that. Like, especially me, I like to just put it on and go when it comes to mascara, so this is a miss for me. But I do love this one from Essence, which was recommended to me by Emily Noel 83. You guys know I love her, and this was highly recommended. Like, she has talked about this so many times, and I don't know about you guys, but I watch a beauty broadcast live, and she always talks about this mascara in those shows, those live shows that she does, which I love. And this is the I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara, and it's really easy to spot in the Essence display because it's a gorgeous kind of pinky purple color, which just, I mean, that already grabs my attention. But this is a great volumizing mascara, but it also gives really nice separation and thickness and just great length too. I mean, it's just one of those all-in-one mascaras, and I can see why she loves it so much because it really does everything for me. So there is the wand, and you can just see, I don't know if you guys can actually see that the bristles are so tiny, but there's so many of them that it just really grabs every lash, and it's super easy to apply. The formula is wet, but it dries out a little bit after you use it for a while. Like, it has dried down quite a bit since I have purchased it. I've only had it for about a week and it dried out a little bit already, so I don't get any flaking, I don't get any clumping, and this is just the regular formula. I just love this mascara. I'm so happy I decided to give it a try because it's really awesome, and I need to do a full review on it because it's that good. So I would definitely recommend this just to anybody because it's one of those awesome mascaras. I have a mascara from Rimmel, and it is the Volume Accelerator. This is different from the Lash Accelerator. This is the one that's supposed to be lengthening, which I don't like. I like this mascara a lot better than the Lash Accelerator original. I feel like this does do a good job at volumizing, but the thing is, it's a little bit tricky to use because the shape of the wand is kind of crazy. I mean, when you look at it, it kind of looks like a Christmas tree. It's like got this big old bottom and then it tapers up and it looks like you could put a star on top, and like, I don't know. But anyway, it's kind of a little bit bulky, but it really does lift up your lashes. It really does give them a nice curl and volume, but it doesn't separate very well, and the formula is very gooey and thick. I don't know what it is about these accelerator mascaras from Rimmel, but I feel like the formula is really thick. It's just, really gooey and it's not easy to work with. And you know, I feel like this mascara could have been so much better if it was just a little bit thinner of a formula, but it's just so thick. I can't get over how wet it is. It's just like, ugh, I don't know. It's kind of gross in a way, but I do feel like this is an okay mascara for volumizing. There are better things out there that are easier to use, but this one's okay. So we're gonna be going overseas for a minute. I got some mascaras that are not available in America, which is where I'm from, and these were all purchased for me by my aunt who lives in Austria, and also my dad when he visited Austria. So yeah, he brought me back some makeup, and my aunt bought me some stuff for him to take back to me. So these are just things that I had the pleasure of trying, really, because otherwise I'd have to try to find them online. Anyway, you guys get the idea. This is the Max Factor 2000 Calorie Dramatic Volume Mascara. I can't explain to you guys how much I love this. I have repurchased this online. It's amazing for everything, especially volume and thickness and length. It's just, it reminds me a lot of my Almay Get Up and Grow mascara. It feels just so light on the lashes. The wand is nice and small. You can really layer and layer with this, but you're not going to get flakes or clumps. And they do have a great waterproof version as well. I like to get original, but this is fantastic. The formula is, it's a little wet at first, but then it dries out and it's perfect. Honestly, I have no complaints. I love this 2000 calorie. I remember when I was younger, my mom used to use Max Factor and they used to sell it at Kmart's out here, but then it just kind of disappeared. Really awesome mascara. I would recommend this one to anybody just because it's fantastic. I've had just no complaints, like super fantastic. I love the stuff, if you can't tell. Next up, I have this one from Isadora, and I believe that, well, this was purchased in Austria, but I believe you can get it in Germany and Poland. Don't quote me on that because I don't know, but this is Isadora Big Bold Mascara Super Volumizing, and I really like the brush on this. Let me show you guys. It's kind of huge, but it does a good job at volumizing. The thing is though, the formula is a little bit thick. It does give really nice volume, but the formula is kind of thick, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend it just because there are better mascaras that have nicer wipers, and I'm not one who likes to take time to wipe off the wand. I want something that's good to go, and this one from Isadora, just it is a little bit thick, and I don't know if you guys can see, but this has a bunch of like excess mascara on it, and it's a little bit, it kind of reminds me of the Rimmel Scandaleyes because it's like, it's so big and it's just a little bit too thick for me. I don't know, not really a big fan of it, but it was cool to try because we don't have Isadora, and I was like, yes, a new brand, you know how that is. But the next one I have is from Aster Cosmetics, and it is the Big and Beautiful Boom Volume Mascara. So this is actually huge. Like, let me show you guys. First of all, look at the packaging. It's fantastic. Here is the wand. This is also a huge brush. The thing about this though is that it's actually good. It actually has a nice wiper inside, so it's not caked up with mascara. The formula is kind of wet, so you have to be careful when you're applying this not to get it on your lids because, you know, if you go too fast, this is going to get everywhere. My favorite thing about this is that it does give really nice volume and really nice curl and length, but it can get really clumpy since the formula is very wet, so just be careful with it. You might want to let the coats dry a little bit in between, but it's actually pretty good, so I was impressed with this. And I believe Heidi Klum is like their campaign like sponsor, so it says like Heidi on it with a little heart. It's just really cute. I think this tube is just fantastic. So yeah, Aster Cosmetics is pretty cool. Like, I've tried a few things from them and I really like this mascara. Next up is Revlon Lash Potion by Grow Luscious. This is the second edition of like Grow Luscious, and I wasn't really a big fan of it because the bristles were like in walls, if that makes sense. It's like one side, another side. It's not like all around the brush. It drives me nuts when mascaras like do that. I don't really like that. I thought it was going to be the same really nice brush as Grow Luscious, but it's not, and I felt like this wand just didn't really work very well for my lashes. The formula wasn't really the same as Grow Luscious either. I felt like the formula on this was just a little bit more messy and a little bit more on the wet side. Grow Luscious was kind of like in the middle. It wasn't too wet, wasn't too dry, and I don't know, I just didn't really like the formula. It was really thick. And last but not least, I have Maybelline Lash Discovery. I love this mascara. I'm wearing it on my bottom lashes today, and it's really great because it has this super tiny wand, and it's not caked up with mascara. It has the perfect amount. The wiper in here is really awesome, and it's just nice and small to really get on your bottom lashes, and it's not, the formula is great. Once it sets, it sets. I don't have any smudging with it. There's also a waterproof version, but I use the regular one just because it works so well for me. And, you know, the wand, I have no complaints about it. The wand is nice and small for the lower lashes, and the formula is budge proof. I really think it's nice and black too. I get super dark lashes with this. So if you're looking for a nice bottom lash mascara, definitely check out Maybelline Lash Discovery. And I think that is it. I do have some more mascaras here from the drugstore, but I'm going to save that for another video because I've already mentioned like at least 10 mascaras here, and I just didn't want to make it another 20-minute long video because I know this one's going to be long too, and sometimes mascara reviews can get really in-depth, and maybe I'll do a part 3 or something in the future because I do have a lot of mascaras. Like, that wasn't even half of them. This was just another look into my collection. Some of these are, actually most of them are brand new. I tend to repurchase things all the time, especially when it comes to mascara, but some of them are old, so I do need to throw out a lot of them, but a lot of them are brand new as well. So it's kind of like my mascara collection is always changing. It's always depending on like what's on sale, you know, whatever I feel like buying or trying at the moment, because you guys know whenever a new mascara comes out, I gotta try it. So that was it for my drugstore mascara reviews. This was part 2, and thank you guys so much for requesting it. It was such a fun video to make, and I will definitely do more in the future. I just gotta like go sort through my collection and, you know, see what else there is to talk about. And of course there's always new mascaras coming out, so maybe next time I do one I'll have some like best new drugstore mascaras, or, you know, I have so many ideas when it comes to mascara videos, so you guys will definitely be seeing more of them since I know you like talking about mascara as much as I do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.